Hello and welcome back to Smugglers Gaming. No, it's been a little while. I've been rather busy recently, so I haven't been able to get any videos or live streams going. But we do have an update that's coming out here on the 28th. And the patch notes were released today, and I thought I'd go over them. To start the updates, the Geonosis Obi-Wan update. So we'll start with Obi-Wan, and first off, he will cost 35,000 credits. That was expected. He will also come with the additional robed appearance, which we've heard about, and it will be classified as an epic and cost 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals. Along with Obi-Wan, we are also getting another skin for the clone troopers for the Galactic Republic, the 212th Attack Battalion. It will be priced at 20,000 credits or 500 crystals for each class. The classes it will be available for will be the Assault, Heavy, and Specialist classes. They will have a bundle similar to before that you can buy that will cost 40,000 credits and contain all three. Moving on to Obi-Wan, let's talk a little bit about him. Main weapon we know is the lightsaber. But his three abilities are All-Out Push, Defensive Rush, and Restrictive Mind Trick. The All-Out Push is going to be a powerful force blast in an area directly in front of him. So it's not going to be spread wide like Luke and Yoda. And it also can, if you hold down the ability, the button, the range of it will increase to a further distance. Now, the other nice thing about it is supposedly you'll be able to, while you're holding down the button, you will be able to aim where it goes. So if you start off and you're aiming at one spot and your enemy moves, you'll be able to adjust for that. Next is Defensive Rush. Obi-Wan will simply rush forward, swinging his lightsaber, deflecting any attacks and damaging enemies in front of him. Similar to how General Grievous's I think it was the Unrelenting Advance works. The third one is Restrictive Mind Trick. When used, all opponent abilities in front of Obi-Wan will be disrupted. During this time, no abilities will be available. This also includes dodging. Keep in mind, although it restricts abilities and dodging, they can still shoot you. So be aware of that. We'll go through his star cards real quick. First one's going to be Jedi Resilience. It's an increased health regeneration. He can increase more maximum health. Next is Jedi General. It's going to be the main health card. Whenever he defeats an enemy, he gets 20 health. Whenever he defeats a hero, even more. Perfect Defense is next. Blocking lightsaber and blaster attacks will drain less stamina. Give It All makes All-Out Push have a longer range, but its damage is reduced. So you'll be able to reach further, but the damage is reduced. Good balance there. Then we have Quickened Focus. The charge time for All-Out Push is slightly shorter. Think It Over. Enemies are affected by Restricted Mind Trick for a longer time. We have More Doubts. Restricted Mind Trick has a longer range. We have Forward. The Defensive Rush lightsaber hits deal more damage. So you'll be dealing more damage whenever you rush in with the ability. Next, you have critical deflection. Blaster shots deflected by defensive rush do more damage. Our emotes, the 4 emotes we're getting are Hello There, Your Move, Only a Sith deals in absolutes, and the strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense. So that's the majority. Obviously he has a lot of voice lines that they've put in, and then the 4 victory poses that we'll also be able to buy. That's Obi-Wan in a nutshell. We'll talk about a couple of the kind of other changes that are being made to the game. One of the more ones that we're probably more interested in, the Unrelenting Advance by General Grievous is supposedly been fixed and should work now. So no more getting stuck and just dying if you use it. Other changes for the quality of life on the game include the Officer. Officers had quite a few nerfs, including on the flash grenade they removed the impairing effects that would occur. The Inspiring Presence has been nerfed. The Blurred, the SE44C, and the S5 have all been nerfed slightly, but it will probably be noticeable. There are also some other changes for, like Chewbacca. They made adjustments to his stun grenade, as well as the fire rate and bullet heat per shot of his Furious Bowcaster. So there's a bunch of just kind of general map things, some Starfighter and stuff. If you want to read on into those, check the community transmission. One other thing I will cover is the stamina indicator for the heroes. They say it's going to be easier to read, but it's going to take some time to adjust. We're used to it currently. The way it works is the stamina bar fills up. So it's empty and then it fills up, and when it fills up it flashes and you're out of stamina. Now it's going to start full and be depleted. So when your stamina bar is empty going the other way, then you'll be out of stamina. So you gotta take a little adjustment to it. There are a couple of known issues. An issue has occurred where some of the explosive VFX will occasionally not be visible when they should. The issue currently affects Han Solo's detonite charged grenade and parts of the AT-TE body. The issue is being investigated. The blaster turret and the ion turret will occasionally not successfully lock on an enemy AT-TE. That is also being investigated. So, and some of that really has to do with the Geonosis. Update, which we have gotten. The AT-TE. New vehicle, which is going to be played on Geonosis. Geonosis map for right now is going to be strictly a Galactic Assault. That's what it's being released for. So we'll kind of take a look at that. One of the big things being added is that AT-TE. We all remember that from Episode 2, the Clone Wars, being introduced there on Geonosis as those armored walkers. You will be able to play those, and they will play a vital role on the battlefield. One of the key differences between the AT-TE and any other vehicle in the game is that they dynamically drop in real time and are playable as the battle goes on. Phase 1 is reactivate a damaged AT-TE, so you have to capture a couple of checkpoints to call in reinforcements. Phase 2 is a hard cell troop transport. Second phase marks a shift from infantry to vehicular combat. First phase is just infantry. Vehicles in play. The tight canyons will give way to a vast battlefront, which means tactics and gameplay changes required. Objective during this phase is to bring down or defend 2 hard cell troop transports. The hard cell troop transports are static objects that the clones need to destroy before they run out of tickets. Phase 3 is securing the turbo blasters. It's an all-out attack by the clones. Their goal is to recapture some of the abandoned turbo lasers and take down the droid core ship. Supposedly, there will be also a change in scenery during one of the second 2 phases that will cause a dust storm. Could impair some of the eyesight, being able to see. That is the general thing. There are some other things I would encourage you to read on the transmissions and patch notes if you're interested. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Smugglers Gaming.